date outside of your race and you have children outside of your race, those children will be mixed race. It doesn't make sense to identify them as a mono race when they are a mixed race. Regardless of what they look like, they identify the fact that they have parents of two different races, and that would make them biracial. Having parents of two different races is a biracial reality. Identifying them as monoracial would mean that they have the same upbringing and experience as somebody who is monoracial, and that's not true. Monoracial people don't have parents of two different races.
Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in to Unbiased and Unbossed. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. So about a week ago, Onsite ran this post about a young lady representing the US in skeleton, and she was the first Black. And apparently because they ran this article about her being the first Black, it received some backlash, and the biggest backlash was because immediately people thought, well, this young lady isn't Black and she doesn't even look biracial, she looks white. And so just to verify the post, I immediately clicked on Instagram and then I looked on Facebook, and true enough, Team USA had ran both of these posts on both sites. And so immediately it was like, well, which parent is Black or white? Because you don't present as Black or even a little bit of Black. Immediately I started to do my research, found her on Instagram, and was able to look through her pictures and look through her family's photos, and come to find out they're saying that her father is Black. And when you look at this man, he doesn't even look biracial. He looks white. He presents as white. And as you looked at the photos, as I looked at the photos, it just became more clear that more than likely this was a man who was biracial himself. However, I would assume that because of his age and the one drop rule, he may have all his life identified as Black. And that may be the hiccup. But her sister, Kitty, was posting some stuff, and I just want y'all to see these comments, see what she wrote, and then come back with a review on everything that happened and transpired over her defending her sister.
Well, I didn't expect my first Olympic Games to create such a buzz around my genotype. I think it's okay to claim this space being biracial, Black and white at the same time, not half and half. My experience growing up in America is a fully nuanced one that can't be conveniently sliced into two. I embrace all parts of my heritage. The brave and crazy ones that rooted everything they knew to move to America voluntarily, and the ones that were ripped from their homeland involuntarily and stripped of their history. It's understandable that the headlines highlighted one aspect that makes me different on the short list of remarkable USA skeleton Olympians. It's frankly none of my business how other people perceive how I present phenotypically. That is nothing I can control. If it has brought more eyeballs to our crazy sport, and sparked a light in someone to look it up, then that's great. I wish I was exposed to more representation growing up. I still get a little giddy when I find out someone else is mixed like me. Adia Barnes was that person recently for me. Maybe I can be that person for another little mixed girl who always feels like the other. I know I am that person for my nieces. Anyways, back to sliding. I had my worst result of my season last night. Of all places, the Olympics, upside down face. Pretty disappointed it wasn't the reflection of all of the progress I've made this season. Yet, eager to digest this whole experience and build upon it for this next squad. Already moved to Italy in hopes of being my best prepared for Milan Cortina 2026. Looking forward to putting in the work to make it back to this stage.
Take it down. Take it down. We need it gone. Take it down. That doesn't represent me or what we need to be doing.
And go over to Kelly's page and just hit her up with some love, because they're going over to her post that she put up today, which is really so beautiful. And so many people have the dumbest shit to say. Some people have some really great things to say. But a lot of the trolls have gone over there and they're saying really hurtful. Y'all, I have been arguing with so many people today. I don't even know. I'm gonna be up all night because it's my little sister and I didn't come to play. I just need to say a few things because I feel like these people are really just pulling it out of me. But number one, my father is 100% black. I don't know where everybody's coming up with this. Like, somebody actually had the nerve to say 10% to me today. Somebody was like, oh yeah, because your father had like mated with his white oppressor's daughter, then that means that his genes have been watered down and now you're only 10% or some dumb shit. I'm sorry, it was dumb. No, my father is 100% black and he's light skinned. And I guess I need to explain to people within the black community why, which is wild to me, but I guess I need to explain to these people why a black man could come in a lighter shade. I guess they don't understand the way that the United States slave trade worked and how some black people ended up lighter skinned than others. But I just want to say this. Our ancestors all came over on the same slave ship as everybody else is. It's that people want to come in here and start, you know, trying to dissect and try to pick apart, you know, how black my sister is, because I think personally it takes away from their achievements as black people. Well, to them, I think that they think that if she's not really black, then maybe they still have a shot at being the first black person to do it or something. I don't know. I don't really understand what the purpose of that is. It seems like it's just stopping progress. It's literally the reason why the black community hasn't been able to move past all this colorism bullshit that, you know, I don't agree with either. Like, I don't agree with colorism. My sister doesn't agree with colorism. Like, why are y'all doing this? You don't know what my sister's done to represent the community up until now. Like, everybody's issue is that, you know, she didn't come out and, like, I guess, like, correct that she's biracial instead of saying black. Well, listen, there have been plenty of people who are biracial who are considered the first black something prior to her. She's not the first person to be labeled that. Barack Obama, Halle Berry, you know, if we're talking about biracial people who have been considered black, let's talk about Colin Kaepernick, Alicia Keys. Like, you guys sound so silly to sit here and just tell this girl because she's lighter skinned that she's not black. It's such a sad day for the community because she's done so much to get to this point, and this is everyone's response. Like, I just feel bad for y'all. And the craziest part about it is that if would have stopped that post and been like, no, wait, hold on, I'm not all black, I'm half white too. Everybody in the black community would have been like, oh, she doesn't consider herself black, or she hates her blackness, or something ridiculous like that. Like, it's really, really sad that people can't just be in this and be proud of her for coming out and saying yes, being proud of her black father and her black heritage, and saying, yes, I'm black and I'm also doing this dope sport, and look at me, I'm an Olympian. Like, celebrate her. Y'all need to do so much better than this. It's like so sad to me. Anyway, I need Jesus today. I need y'all to pray for me because I have been so petty. I told somebody to get my ebook so that I could help her grow her business so she could be less hateful. Y'all, it got low. Go over to that media Onsite post if you want to see some for real pettiness, because I needed Jesus today. But if you really want to do something, then go over to Kelly's page and just hit her up with some love, because they're going over to her post that she put up today, which is really so beautiful. And so many people have the dumbest shit to say. Some people have some really great things to say. But a lot of the trolls have gone over there and they're saying really hurtful things too. So if you guys could just go over there and just shower her comment section with love, it would just mean the world, because she is incredible. She is magic. She is black girl magic. She's mixed girl magic. You know, she's everything. I'm really just gonna pray that, like, this stuff, that we can move past this by the time my daughters go on to achieve black excellence, because they as well are going to be very light skinned and mostly black. And you know, I just hope that she doesn't get this same kind of, I hope they don't get this same kind of treatment, because it's so whack. It's so weak. Like, y'all look so weak. You look unsuccessful. Like, just go out and achieve great things and just be happy for other people that do it too. That's it. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Good night.
It started with this disgusting post. How was this post disgusting? It was actually pretty factual. It basically stated that there was backlash, and there was. If you guys actually go back to the beginning of this video, you'll see that the comment sections were turned off on those posts, which means that they did receive backlash. And as I was uploading this video, I went back to both of the posts on Facebook and Instagram, and they're actually gone. So let's get into these comments. So I want you guys to pay close attention to the comments that are pretty much being left by Black women on the Onsite Instagram page. And then I want to show you how these comments compare to white people's comments on WCN TV page, which is a non-Black Instagram page. And let's see who had the most hurtful / as she says, hateful comments. Black commentators versus white commentators. And the winner is Amy Woodford. She stated that is in fact the correct photo. So she's biracial. That's nice, but not worth a racial clickbait headline. Go win it, girl. Man, Amy said so much without writing a whole lot. She basically said that she used race, or maybe Team USA used race, as a way to gain attention while bringing race into the headlines, and it was not worth it. But where's your energy for her, Kitty? You see, you had no problem going back and forth with Black women, and that's who you were primarily going back and forth with. Look, your father is not 100% Black. That's impossible. And mixed race is not Black. Therefore, you and your siblings are not light-skinned. You have a white parent and a mixed race parent. I wouldn't even consider this combination to be biracial. More like white, because you have more white in you than any other. Some of us do know how the slave trade worked. However, the one-drop rule was established under white supremacy. If we are to progress and gatekeep our culture, we cannot have people like you enforcing white supremacist ideologies. Furthermore, when you say mixed or biracial, it's understood that she is not monoracial, which is what Black people were saying in the comments. You know, the comments that you claimed that were hateful, but actually truthful? Those comments may have been hurtful, but none of those comments that I saw were hateful. Black people need to gatekeep, and that will come at the expense of your feelings. And others who choose to identify as Black versus mixed race. Lastly, let's be honest. Most of the people she was speaking to in those comments were Black women, not mixed race, but Black women. And her response was, y'all look whack, weak, and unsuccessful. I immediately thought of the CNN article, White Supremacists with a Tan. It basically said white supremacy is Teflon and will expand to accommodate those who have the right look, which means white with white supremacist mentality. I thought Kelly gave a decent response by saying, I'm both, and I wish I had representation like me growing up. That is basically what Black commentators in the Onsite were saying. Mixed race women don't represent Black women. That may be hurtful, but that's not hateful. However, her sister's response gave me white supremacy with a tan. To tell Black women / Black people that we should be happy with her representing us, that we are jealous, whack, weak, and unsuccessful for expressing our disdain was racist as fuck. I looked at those comments and people were trying to educate her, but she wasn't interested. She remained in her feelings, defensive, ignorant, and unwilling to listen. These are most of the qualities of white supremacists. She can remain ignorant and racist. It's not our job as black women to take on the job as educator for people who are trying to destroy us and destroy our image. However, I do believe we need to get together, establish criteria for claiming black, and get on code. Otherwise, come 2045, we will be outnumbered and anybody can claim black. Alright, you guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and get on code. Until next time.